It's no surprise to the current gaming population of Star Wars Force Arena that the game is becoming stagnant and needs improvements made soon in order to keep the user base alive. What kind of improvements or features need to be made for the game to move forward a more successful direction? Fortunately, it's already got a solid base, and all it needs is a few changes here and there, and some added features to do the trick. In this video, I'll be going through different features and improvements that I think would really have this game shine and have a lasting life. We can first look to another Star Wars mobile game for inspiration. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, originally released on November 24th, 2015. This game has already been around for a while, and since its release, has been adding new features to keep its user base entertained ever since. The base game of Galaxy of Heroes is far more slower paced, as it is turn-based. But that hasn't stopped developer EA Capital Games to make this the most popular Star Wars mobile game on the market. We'll find out exactly why with the type of features this game has that could easily be worked into Force Arena. So for Force Arena, the first change that I'd like to see taken directly from Galaxy Heroes is replace Rebels vs Empire with LIGHTSIDE vs DARKSIDE, and include all eras in it. So if you want to create a deck with Mace Windu and cards like have Clone Troopers, Rebel Troopers, and Resistance Troopers all in it, you definitely could do that. Also, it should go without saying that with all the eras included, more maps should be added to the game, such as Kamino, Theed, Coruscant, Starkiller Base, and etc. Next can also be an arena mode included, where you could have situations like light versus light, dark versus dark, or just in general mix all the cards there with both light and dark cards together. Want to have a deck with Luke Skywalker commanding a squad of stormtroopers? You totally can do that in this mode. This might be a stretch, but I would welcome a 3v3 or 4v4 MOBA mode. Select your hero legendary card as your main and help the grunts take control of the map. It does go without saying that, like in any other MOBA, you won't be able to deploy your unit cards in this mode. However, mobile MOBAs like Vainglory shows us that mobile MOBAs can work if done right. Skins and alternative forms would be a great addition as well. Want Bespin Luke or Jedi Luke in your deck? Doesn't matter, you definitely should be able to have either one. Of course, you can be awarded or purchase these skins with in-game currency, along with the option of using real money to buy as well. Adding space combat akin from something like Galaxy Heroes would be also a neat idea. These games would act very similar to those of ground battles, but instead, for example, of deploying Pathfinders, you could deploy a squad of A-Wing fighters. Capital ships would be expensive, but a great tactical asset in the overall battle. This is not a must-add feature, but a nice bonus one if possible. Just like with console games, there are three types of gamers. Those who enjoy single-player or multiplayer exclusively, and those who enjoy both. We got the multiplayer aspect set up fine here, but what about those who prefer to play against the CPU? Practice mode just doesn't cut it. Something like a basic story mode would be a fine addition where players can still gain some credit awards. The story mode campaign can also differ a bit from its online component by having in-game missions, such as like playing as Jyn Erso on Scarif, and you need to steal the Death Star plans. You would be able to use your troops to keep the CPU busy along with keeping yourself alive. These types of games would also feature larger maps, probably those used for the 3v3 or 4v4 MOBA mode. Now, the rest of my suggestions will be on a smaller scale, but are still generally game experience improvements. Adding in-game tournament support and more in-depth guild options would be great, especially for the competitive guild scene in the game. Being able to trade higher tier cards to your guild mates would also be helpful, especially with the improvement of competitive guild play. Another interesting element that could also be done with guilds is including a raid mode, such as defeating certain Star Wars bosses like a big Rancor with your guildmates for exclusive booster packs. Last but not least, I wouldn't mind seeing a more interactive main menu. The current one is rather bland, and something similar to that of Galaxy of Heroes' main menu would be a pleasant eye candy addition. But these are mainly changes and additions to Force Arena that I'd like to see. I know it's not realistic, we'll see everything on this list, but anything added to this game at this point would be better than nothing. So do you agree or disagree with my proposed changes? I likely may have missed out on some stuff, so if you have any other ideas, drop down a comment down below as I'd love to hear it. Force Arena has a tremendous potential, but it's really all based around on how Netmarble will handle the game throughout here. Fortunately, with ours and the community's help for in-game additions, this game has a shot of beating out Galaxy of Heroes. But hey, that's it for me. Remember to keep supporting the game, and I'll see you on the next one.